Let's go back to the This Is Your Brain on Drugs ad from 1987. It is about to play, and while you watch it, think about what emotion the ad evokes in an effort to try to get children to not do drugs.
Is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about what doing drugs does? Okay, last time. This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
After seeing that, hopefully you were thinking fear. Let's watch another ad with a similar approach.
If this is how your child feels after losing you for a minute, just imagine if they lost you for life.
This advertisement makes use of fear to influence the viewer. Its aim is to dissuade parents from smoking, and it uses the saddening image of a child who gets lost from their parent and begins crying, making the comparison between smoking around your child and abandoning them. While that comparison is an exaggeration, it has the desired effect, and no doubt will make a parent feel guilty next time they smoke around their child. While the last example was directed at adults, let's now look at an example of children being targeted by an ad appealing to fear. Here is pictured an advertisement meant to scare children into wearing helmets. It uses a gruesome image and compares a common complaint children have with helmets, which is often the reason they would not wear one, being "it makes me look stupid," with the worst case scenario image of someone who was likely in a crash who damaged their head beyond repair. This is another example of a similar ad using an approach suggesting what would happen if you were to not wear a helmet. The image of a bloody helmet is a way of depicting what would happen to your head if you do not have a helmet. The helmet is a symbol for the head, with blood and stitches, which is implied to be the horrific result of your head if you do not wear a helmet. This ad is extremely unsettling, and as a parent, while you yourself are most definitely influenced by this ad, we can only imagine how strong an effect something like this would have on a young child. Of course, the goal of these advertisements are to help children and make them safer, hopefully reducing how many children wear no helmet when biking, so this strategy seems to be a beneficial addition to society. But it actually sets a dangerous precedent. The amount that children can be influenced by ads is worrying, especially in the context of ads such as these. These ads are made in their interest and reduce such accidents as they depict, but can't companies use the same strategy of advertising against their interest and to profit off of their fear? A main use of this concept of fear to profit off of as opposed to help the viewer is using someone's fear of missing out against them. Amazon does this a lot on their website, including stats like 3,000 plus bought in the last month, and the product being a limited time deal, to scare the viewer into buying the product. They see how many other people buy it and don't want to be left out, and also feel pressure to buy fast before the deal runs out. This will lead them to make bad judgment decisions, acting mostly on their fear of missing out, as opposed to their best judgment, which they would use if there was no form of time limit to buy it. Children are particularly vulnerable to this, so as a parent, it is your job to not give in to your child's short-lasting fear of missing out, and make clear judgment decisions whether you or your child actually could make use of the product you are buying. Another thing these companies like Amazon do is use these fear tactics to get customers to buy things like an Amazon Prime store card. At the bottom of the image pictured here, they show how much you could have earned if you had the card over the past year to make you feel like you were missing out on a lot of money. This is a very big incentive and therefore is very influential to the customer.